Do you ever see a word that sparks off an entire train of thought? The word breathe did that for me. It reminded me of a hymn. Breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew, that I may love what thou dost love and do what thou dost do. How frequently have you been told, just take a deep breath and relax? Consciously increasing the flow of air into our lungs, even for a few minutes, increases how we feel and react positively. There's good evidence to show that this kind of deep breathing reduces high blood pressure, helps to alleviate stress, and improves our quality of life. Now, if deep breathing alone has such a positive influence, how much more when we combine it with an intentional focus on God? That hymn from which I quoted was based on a verse from the book of Job. One of Job's comforters says, "The Spirit of God has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life." So if we are anxious or afraid, then our prayer can be, breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew. If we're stressed or lonely, our prayer can still be, breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew. And if we are full of joy and gladness, our prayer should still be, breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew. At every turn of life, good or bad, it is right to stop and to allow the breath of God to fill us. The design on the panel at the bottom left of your screen is the Rise sculpture at Broadway Roundabout. I was living in Belfast when it was being constructed and watched each day as new parts were added. The two globes in white steel represent the rising sun and point to hope for the future, a time when all people living in the city will breathe more easily. There's a time-lapse film online that could make you think it happened overnight, but not so. Weeks and weeks of patient engineering work were required in order to complete the structure. And for us, the habit of prayer takes time and patience. There is required a deliberate effort to establish the practice of breathing deeply and spending time in God's presence without distraction. One of my favorite Psalms is number 46. We read from verse 8. Come, behold the works of the Lord. See what desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars to cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I am exalted among the nations. I am exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Be still and know that I am God. As we take control of our breathing and become consciously aware of God's presence, life takes on a fresh perspective. But the trouble is, many of us rush around doing this and that and dashing from one activity to another, convincing ourselves and perhaps other people that we are really, really busy. Our minds go into overdrive, multi-stacking thoughts and ideas, so we hardly know which way to turn. And perhaps we cannot even set down the phone or the laptop for a few minutes, simply to be in the presence of God. In this frantic chaos, we sometimes forget to sit at Jesus' feet and allow his gentle spirit to calm our souls. Resting in Jesus' presence enables us then to go out and to bring his peace to others. It's never too late to start again. And so my prayer for today goes back to the hymn by Edwin Hatch, a vicar and a theologian. Breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew. that I may love what thou dost love, and do what thou wouldst do. Breathe on me, breath of God, till I am wholly thine, until this earthly part of me glows with thy fire divine. Amen.